Hello everyone, and today I would like us to model a culvert. You can see here I have a plan which maybe we can be able to try to dimension, see how big it is, maybe change some settings here. Maybe I can apply like that, close. So let's see how big is this thing. Okay, maybe like that, and why we have so it's to maintain the light and increase here. The same here, the same we can see this dimension. It's a crazy one here. Maybe we use the same, check what we have here. For your information, this is just for illustration. It's not based on any design, but if you can design a culvert, maybe get the correct dimensions, the idea is the same. So just want to have some idea about the size, maybe also see how you can be able to dimension what is important. Maybe this one is not, because you have it here. And now I have decided not to have everything on the plan view, on the top view. So what I've done is I've plotted the elevation on the front view or the side view. So I want to hide this part of geometry so that I can go to the front and see the elevation. So maybe if you can remember, I think we had this, yes, 2500. So I want us to dimension in millimeters, although if you want to have it in context, like on the Civil 3D surface, you have to do it on meters, or even on even on survey plans, they are usually in meters. So it's just a matter of scaling back to meters, but this one I'm doing in millimeters for no other reason than clarity, and maybe it will confirm to a drawing as small as this one rather than having a 0.0 something. To be a bit confusing for the people doing the fabrication of formwork and all that, because maybe they work in millimeters. So I don't know why we are having a weird figure here. So because I want this one to be 200, so let's see if I offset how much I get. Same point. So if I go back to the annotate, I can be able to see if everything is correct, but still giving 201, and that is just 1 millimeter, although it's going to have I see where the issue is. The issue is where I was picking as the endpoint. Now, okay, this is okay, so I just place my cursor here and just select this, then I click off the snap. Then the next thing will just be to, you can still dimension this part. Okay, like that. And so, but you remember we had some some design here. So if we go back to the front top view, you can see if this is the end object of isolation, maybe have it should be here. So let's hide it again, and let's go back to front view, and I think this is the line, although it's not good to use a 3D polyline. Okay, we can even change the shape of this one so that we can make this one to be different, like can put it 1000 just for I don't have a specific design for this one, so I can change it the way I want. So let's go back here. Why this a very deep line? I don't want a very deep line, but actually I have done most of the work here. So this one I can just come here and remove it, but remember it's not going to be, is it a solid line? Yes, it's a solid line, although maybe you need to change the line width, or supposing even we want to have it this as a dashed one, so you can just click here and go right, type more. So now you have the properties. So you want to have different line type, but you don't have. So what I can do is I don't know if I can go to there. Yes, like that. So let's just assume we are working with the real 0. So the line type, you see we don't have more, so but we can load here from the system, and we select everything, Control A, okay. So let's now go back. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Yes, we can just close it. So maybe, but you notice when you are doing the modeling, this will not matter because we have it already on the elevation, and we also have it on the plan. So let's start to do the modeling. So let's go to the isometric, or maybe these are the this one I've shifted. So let's go back because we don't want them. We go back to the front. We can let's just and vertex, then do like this, then and here like that. So let's try see what has happened. Yes, we have, but now I don't have this one. Maybe this one we can just push it to here. Okay, so maybe, and I also don't think we need the dimensions. They were just for us to counter check. The reason why they are at this point is because the UCS is also here. So when you are typing, you tend to stick everything to this plane. The way to avoid that is just to come here, move it, move and align. I don't know if we can, yes. So if we, for example, want to we want to do the what is, so if you want to annotate, you can just come here and do like this. I think it should be now, it should be on that plane. So let's come to, let's activate the plan layout. So for us to be able to come up with the foundation, we trace the base, so we can try and do that. We can do that here, or we just go to the, we just go back, we go to the front. First of all, put this one to hidden, so we go back to the front so that we don't have so many lines to work with. So we just this one, and I see here we have an issue, so it's this one. So shift right click, and then you can find the end point, the next node, like that. You do the same. So it's good to have the orthogonal mode off. So we just shift right click, then you end point like that, then close CL. So it's a closed polygon. So let's see what is happening here. Maybe we don't need this extension to avoid errors. So let's go back to this one. So let's do extrude. But now we need to activate the floor plan, the plan itself. So we just go to top. Now we want to trim off the excess surface, the excess solid. So you can just come here like this, here, maybe the rest we can just pull it away. So we come back, then that is the line. So we come here and drag it, and make sure you drag it in a vertical way, and we can now extrude it again. And if we extrude, we just make sure it goes past the solid, and then we type 3 slice. Okay, that is the solid we want to slice. Enter. Let's use the surface like that. So we have it now sliced. We do the same for the other part. We do the same here. Maybe want us to pick the right point, like here, we go again here, then we do the rest. So go back, this is the line, the polyline, so we just push it down a bit, then we extrude again extrude like that. Then we want to slice again, so you type slice. So this is what you want to slice. Enter. Use the surface. Use the surface itself. Then you can delete everything like so. So now we have the surface. We can go to the shades of gray, and we have the solid. So the next thing we need to do is to extrude the walls. So we can go back to the wireframe and refine the walls, and fortunately by good luck we have them on the plan. So we just push them down. Or before you do that, just let's use a copy. Or okay, like that. So we can do that again. Let's move just move a copy. Better to use the other mode. We do the same for the other part here. Make sure it is vertical, properly vertical, so that you don't have error. So you can then extrude again. You can extrude again here. We do it again. This one, make sure it is taller than our elevation. Then you do the same like that. So the next thing we need to do is to now define the top profile of our culvert. So first of all, we can just switch off the solids. So we just come here and hide them again. Hide. Then you come to the maybe you can also hide even this one, so that we don't have a lot of geometry to deal with. So go to front again. Now we have a clean surface to work on. So maybe we can just come here again, and we just have everything. So we can maybe push it ahead like that, so that we have when we want to do the next step, which is to slice, we can be able to get the correct edges. So and object isolation. So we do slice like this. Then you select the 3 of them. Enter. We want to okay, my bad. So I think maybe first of all we need to extrude this surface, this line like that. Then now we want to do the slice. So this one, those are the surface solids we want to slice. So we enter. We want to use the surface. We click the surface, and I think we have done everything. Just press enter. So I can just delete that one and delete this one, and I think there is this one. So those are gone. So let's go back to the elevation again, and also maybe we can even just everything again, and now go back to the front. So I think we don't need this part again, or if we do, we can just trim so that it doesn't lead us to any confusion. So we just go to this one, no, we don't want to work through that part. Do like that, that way, that way, that way. And for us to get the crazy part, we need to have that part like that, because that is our design anyway. So we can even extend, stretch like that. Okay, so we go back to the south west isometric. So we extrude again, extrude, and we can just go as far as possible. It doesn't hurt. Just go back to end object isolation. Now we have the surface, the solid's back, so we want to slice. So we slice, so we come to click the solid, which are the ones that you want to slice, enter, and you want to use the surface. So this is the surface. Click yes, yes, yes. So we have sliced the three surfaces, the three solids. Just delete them, delete to the extra part. And I think we have made a mistake. So the land part was not. We did not select. We did not. Let's undo again. Let's go back to slice, enter. So we need this one, this one, this one, and enter. Surface, the surface. Also the last one was not the one, was the one that was not sliced. What about this one? Yeah. See what is happening. Shaded. Oh, our shaded is not okay. Maybe we can even use this one. Maybe it's showing much better. Now what we are having here is a piece of the solid that was not cleaned off, but you can clean it by just coming to the home tab, then the solid editing, we do delete face. So this is the face. We want to access, click enter, exit, exit. Okay, now you can see our gray, our culvert is coming up. So let's do the final part, and maybe I would prefer that. Okay, before we do that, maybe the 3D polyline is will not be quite suitable to do that part, the last part. So maybe we can just hide this one and maybe hide everything again. So go back to the front and see if we can be able to trace back this part properly. So okay, let's work on the frame. So it's like this part here, this one, I think this is there, here, here, but I think that is a mistake. So undo, right click, undo. So you do come here, come here, and I think we should close CL. So like that. Now I think we can delete the 3D polyline, and also there the 3D polyline. If you extrude across the 3D polyline, most of the time you get a surface, but we don't want a surface, we want a solid. So let's go back here and let's bring back the part that we want to deal with. So let's maybe see what if we just copied this to here. Okay, can do that. Sure. So we just extrude and just click here. So we have the last part. Maybe let's try the hiddenness. We have our culvert. The last part, maybe we can see if we can be able to join this part and this part. So we try solid union, this part and this part. Is it? Yes, now it is joining. Now we try to join the other part, the union, this part and this part. See, yes. The same, we do the same for the top part, so and all the other parts. So maybe we can just come here, union, and select everything, and we hope that everything works. Yes. Now before we continue, we can do something. For example, I think in most of the constructions of these culverts, you find this part and this part are constructed differently, like not at the same go with the pipe or the tube part. So maybe we can just come here, probably maybe let's go back to the wireframe. Maybe it's better to work on wireframe, and here we just stretch this line here like that and extrude it. Extrude. I think are we on the right plane? If yes, you want to be sure that we are on the right plane. Let's do this again. Let's do extrude here like that. We can now come here to this surface, this whole complete 3D solid. So we want to slice it so that we have the two parts different. So we slice. Yeah, this is what we want to slice, and we want to use the surface. Okay, so enter. So now this part is different. Now let's do the same here. We extrude again. Like that. And now we do the same. We slice. Like we want to slice. Enter. I use the surface. Yes. So let's hide this part, and let's go back to the shades of gray. And you notice we have something here. Maybe we can do the same thing that we did in the beginning. So we just delete this. What happened if we delete it? No, it's not working. So let's go back and delete it from this surface here, from this plane. So let's try again. Yes, yeah. Problem solved. Now we can see now our culvert has 3 parts. We have the tube, I'll call it a tube, or the box part, the wings, we call it the wing. This is the outlet, this is the inlet, and this is the invert, the foundation. Maybe to some, if you are an engineer, maybe you need to, you can comment on the, put it on the comment, and also say whether what I'm saying is correct. So let's go back to the wireframe. Now the next thing we need to do, maybe in my opinion, is we don't need the line work again, so we can just select similar and delete everything. Maybe we also don't need the dimensions, so we just click select similar, we put them away. So what we have now is just the solid. So now maybe one last thing we need to do before we end this video is to do a chamfer here. So if we want to do a chamfer on the solid editing, we have the fillet edge and we have the chamfer edge. So we can do a chamfer here of, say, a distance of 75 by 75. Okay, so we just click enter. So we have one here. We go back, we do the same chamfer. So I think it has maintained the rust input, so you just click enter. We do the same again, just spacebar. Oh, are we okay? Yes. So we do the same. I don't know. We do the same here, chamfer. Like that. Maybe we do the same for the edges, or maybe the inside. Same for the top. Just come here, do the same. Okay, we click like that. Okay, maybe do we need to do, I'm enjoying this, so maybe we can do one on the, we can do one of 50. We can do the one on 50, so you can just, or even 25. So just, so maybe you need to Maybe you do the last one, chamfer, and the rest maybe you can finish it off if we have left something. This is a running platform, and let's see how it looks in shaded you can't see properly. Maybe try the conceptual, but for conceptual, for us to see it properly, maybe we change the color. We can change to red or gray. Do I like gray? Let's see. I don't know if this is a good idea. But maybe for us to see it properly, we might need to, let's see, can change the visual style here. And then here we can, there we don't need to have the show edges. We can change the edges maybe to isolines which are blue. Okay, maybe I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I don't know if I'm only the only one who likes that, who likes this kind of thing, but I think it's something worth a try if you want to see if you can be able to come up with something better than that or something close to that. And I hope you guys next time we try something else, we see what else we can do. Maybe can be able to cut a section and maybe use it to do that thing, or maybe put up sections that we can use to construct this piece of engineering service. So I thank you very much for your time, for your patience. I know it was a bit tedious to do some of the repetitive procedures, but it's a good way to learn to use the simple commands, and at the end of the day you'll end up with you can end up with a good model. You can model any other part of any civil engineering structure or even a building structure. Yes, and from me it's thank you for your time, and subscribe, comment, share, make this one go to far places, and thank you for your time.